He's Jeff Fisher, the Rams head coach, back on the program. Coach, thanks for waiting. How are you?
I'm doing good, Dan. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm curious, your reaction when you heard Tony Dungy's comments, and how long after that did you have to comment on his comments?
Well, I think the first time I spoke publicly was this morning. I didn't pay much attention to it. Obviously, we're in the middle of things here with the rookies reporting and getting them on the field yesterday, so I don't pay a lot of attention to it. And again, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And I think based on some stuff that I've heard recently that this was something that was brought up or asked of Tony months ago when it just came out. So timing is a little bit unusual, but I got great respect for Tony, but we all have differences of opinion.
But the concern in bringing in Michael Sam, and maybe that's not the correct word, but was it more about the coverage of Michael Sam or his ability to be able to play and help your team?
Well, you use the word concern. We didn't have any concern.
Okay.
Had we had concern, we wouldn't have drafted him. But Mike's a good defensive football player, and Mike was the best player on the board at that point. And it was an easy decision. And I think we need to find distractions. As I said earlier this morning, there's no distractions in our building, and he's working real hard along with the rest of the rookie class.
Effect on the teammates' locker room, how you guys are covered now. Is there a difference? Can you feel anything yet, or is it too early to tell how you're going to be covered?
No, there's really no difference. There may be an extra camera or two out there, but that's not something that's life changing. So no, it's been fine. Mike's handled everything really well. His teammates have embraced him, and he came back in great shape. And we're going to give him every opportunity to make this football team.
Is there part of you that is saying, what's the big deal? I mean, it feels like that maybe we're making a big deal out of it, and it's more about us than it is the actual situation here with Michael Sam.
Well, I think things were relatively quiet until this stuff broke with Tony.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I mean, they're going to settle down. I mean, we're going to, our vets come in. They volunteer this afternoon, report, and they'll be on the field tomorrow and Friday. And there may be, a couple extra cameras here, but it's Mike's handled. Like I said, he's handled it well, and there's just been. I think everybody's making a much more bigger deal of it, than it really is. I mean, he's. Again, he came in great shape, and he's determined to make this football team, and he's got some ability, and he knows it's an uphill climb. We've got very good players ahead of him. We've got excellent depth at the defensive end position. So, again, we're going to give him every opportunity, and, he's going to have to show it in the preseason like the rest of his rookie class.
And my point was that it was the right team to go to because of the coach, but the wrong team to go to because of the personnel. That you mentioned, you got a lot of depth there on the defensive line.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do, but still, we're about, putting together the best possible team we can. And, Mike showed a lot of good things in college, the SEC co-defensive player of the year, co-defensive player of the year. I mean, he's got some skills, and, he's gotten better. He's going to get coached at this level, and he's going to get better. He's going to knock some quarterbacks down in the preseason, so we'll just see what happens. But, again, we're trying to put the best roster we can together, as we report to camp, and that holds true for the rest of the draft class as well.
He's Jeff Fisher, the Rams head coach, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. But why did all these other teams pass on him?
I can't answer that. I really can't. There's been some talk about, and Mike will agree, he had a poor combine performance. Didn't do especially well at the pro day, but he's when the lights come on, he plays well. So people may have looked at the numbers, and he fell. And we don't know. We'll never know what would have happened had he not been drafted. Who would have given him an opportunity? We certainly would have, but we had 2 7-round picks, and so we couldn't pass on the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to, because every team passed on him, and some passed on him even a couple of times in the 7th round, and I didn't know how much of this was what was going to be surrounding him. The Oprah Winfrey reality show, when you found out about it, your reaction to it when you had heard that he had signed up to do something?
Well, we sat down. We had internal discussions. We met with their network people, and when the meeting was over, we all agreed that it would be the best thing in Mike's interest to just postpone it indefinitely and let Mike focus on trying to make this team.
Is there going to be is he free to explore that if he makes the team? Is there anything that's kind of pending with that?
Well, we agreed to reconvene, sit down, and discuss it. I think, I know that if they do continue with the piece, that it's going to be an outstanding piece. I think you could those that were, were spectators at the ESPY saw, what he's capable of doing and his passion and where he's come from and where he is right now. So if they go ahead and continue with the piece, I think it'll be outstanding. But it's certainly not going to be part of training camp or is going to become a distraction if, in fact, he does make the team.
But you'll sign off if he makes the team that he can do this Oprah Winfrey show if he chooses to.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we have some discussions pending.
You're on the competition committee. Give me the rule that is going to be one that fans will be talking about.
Gosh, I don't think there's much. We did a few things for player safety. I think there'll be some attention given to the replay system, and that Dean Blandino and his immediate staff will be able to look at all the reviews in a centralized location, hoping to make sure that we get everything right. I think that may be maybe the focal point this offseason, or this regular season rather. But not a lot going on. We feel like the game's in good shape right now.
What about goal line cam? We saw this in soccer at the World Cup. I've been saying, can we get pylon cam? Can we get something that definitively shows a better angle when breaking the plane?
Been discussed for the last few years. We'll continue to discuss it. The issue is that all the stadiums are different, and where do you put that? Where do you put that camera? And because the stadiums themselves are different from week to week to week.
And the goalpost, we're raising the goalpost.
Goalposts are going to come up just a little bit. That makes sense. Yeah, that was proposed by Coach Belichick and the Patriots, and it made some sense.
How much are you looking forward to just coaching football games?
Well, we're right in the middle of it right now. We've got the rookie class out on the field this afternoon, and we'll start up on Friday. So we're looking forward to it. We got a healthy team that's had a great offseason, healthy quarterback, and we feel like we've put some real good players around him. So I'm looking forward to it.
And you're in an easy division too, Jeff. So you know.
Oh, it's a cakewalk, no doubt. Yeah, easy division.
Thanks for joining us, Jeff.
All right, Dan.
Take care. Jeff Fisher, Rams head coach.